For Tainai. My Tainai had a premonition that I would be a dancer. It happened in a flash, like the white-hot flash of too hot water. Her feet burned, having been soaked in an herbal bath so that they would be malleable. She didn't complain because she was a girl, 4 or 7 or 12, too young, blacking out from pain as her feet were broken into crescent moons and bound tightly. She understood that this was being a woman. She understood because of her mother. She understood she was to be a mother, that bound feet would help her to be a mother. The spots in her vision danced like butterflies. Tainai grew into stillness. The intentional disabling of her feet made her dependent on her husband. Sometimes she thought this life was death, a coffin for her, a separate one for her feet. Pink coffins on my own feet. 2 mothers later, my toes pointed into crescent moons, ribbons tucked neatly. She knew I would be a dancer. I wish I could tell Tainai that the coffins around her great-granddaughter's feet are there by choice, that they're called point shoes, not a pain, but a passion. I wish to fly backwards in time. Arriving with the grace of a monarch butterfly, I'd dance for her. She will say, "Why did you come as a monarch?" I will say, their migration is one of the greatest natural spectacles, that millions of them fly, that the journey is so long no single butterfly makes the northward trip home. Instead, it is the great-grandchildren that hatched in Mexico who return. I want her to understand what I'm really saying. She will ask, "What is Mexico?" I will laugh. I will try to explain the border, all borders, and then immigrants, like her descendants will become. Tainai knew I would be a dancer. "Tell me about the dances," she will say. "Tell me about this ballet." So I'm bound to talk about Madame Butterfly, a famous ballet about my country and the Japanese. And Tainai does not yet know the entirety of what will happen between her country and the Japanese. The ballet ends with Madame killing herself, cutting her bloodline. Tainai is horrified. But don't worry. Look at your great-granddaughter, our family's uncut blood, my unbound feet. Look who found her way home.